back here. I will be back here, and I will be back with another vengeance.
Yeah, we'll lick our wounds. We'll get over this. We'll be fired up for next year.
Garoppolo has time, stands in, going deep, going for it all, and it's caught for the touchdown! On fourth down, Deebo Samuel for 6. Garoppolo's got all day. He's going to launch it deep down the field, going for it all, and getting it! Emmanuel Sanders, not touched, still on his feet, inside the 10, and he scores! 75-yard bomb from Jimmy Garoppolo to Emmanuel Sanders. Wilson, pressure off the edge, releases it, and it is intercepted by Greenlaw. Dre Greenlaw now on the return. As he's still on his feet with blockers in front, Dre Greenlaw down the sideline. Can you believe this?
Looks like football, baby.
Pass is caught. Kittle breaks one tackle. Another. Wow, what a touchdown for George Kittle. Goff throws and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Warner. Fred Warner for the touchdown. Jeff Wilson has come in at running back. Garoppolo's throw is caught by Jeff Wilson. He's going to score a touchdown for the 49ers.
And the pass is going to be picked off by Bosa. Nick Bosa. Can't bring him down till he gets to the 8-yard line. Wow.
Now Evans in the slot. Winston picked off. It is Richard Sherman, who did not have an interception last year, and he returns it all the way for a 49ers touchdown, 32-yard.
Garoppolo fires. It is caught. Still on his feet is Kittle with a big play. And the stiff arm. George Kittle. Flags fly. He's down to the 30. What a run by George Kittle. Taking on everybody.
Feels great, baby.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gold Blooded Podcast. I am your host, the number one stunner from the east side of this shithole country, Joey I, also known as Daddy in some circles. I'm joined by...
One circle.
One circle. My wife. I'm joined by the guy. He's a real slick-talking motherfucker when he speaks. His name's Bob, and he'll fucking stick you if you're not careful. We also are joined from our friend from the great north, from Maine. Get a little different flavor for you. His name's Michael, and he's nice. This is episode 2 of the Gold Blooded Podcast, where we're here to discuss the San Francisco Football 49ers. Episode 2, things get a little fucking freaky when we're here. We do emails towards the end. We do all sorts of shit. But what we're going to get into right off the rip here is our locks of the week. Every week, we give you some football games that we think that you should bet on. And sometimes we're right and sometimes we're wrong. But this year, your boy, Daddy-O, is out to a hot fucking start. Just like his best friend Bob. We're both 2-0. I took the Niners this week. They were laying, or would they be laying? Is that how you say it? They were laying 3.5?
Yeah.
They were laying 3.5 on the road versus the Eagles. They took it, as we all know. Bob took the Bills, who beat the shit out of Miami. Fucking Curran, 0-2 to start the fucking season. He took the Rams at Indy. They only won by 3, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, they only won by 3. The spread was 4, so you didn't cover.
Oh, yeah, it was a 1 point.
Right, yes. That's how it works. See, you're starting to learn. Baby, just a shot in the dark, took the Saints, and, well, they didn't get it done at all against Carolina. Who saw fucking Carolina being 2-0? Fucking only Sam Bradford. So the listeners are 1-1. Curran is in the fucking basement here at 0-2. But the important number on that screen, the important record, is 5-3. We're starting the season after 2 weeks. The good guys are ahead. All right. Now we got to make some picks for this week. Curran, you got one?
I do got one, and I'm gonna follow in your footsteps.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the Niners this week.
Okay.
-3.5 against the Packers. Believe in the team, believe in the dream team, and
You want me to slow
we'll
down
get out
on
of this
one?
rut.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I have breaking news after this.
Okay.
Minus how much? What are we giving?
-3.5.
Wow. Oh, I get it. Packers Sunday night. I was like, BG. You want to do that?
I'm going to go ahead and take the Las Vegas Raiders,
Okay.
giving 3.5 to the awful team from Miami.
Okay. All right. So something
That lost 35-0 against Buffalo.
yeah. Something I'm trying to do differently, I guess, in life and definitely with making these picks is taking the first game that jumps out to me.
Okay.
And it's worked the first 2 weeks. And in past years, I've always had like that initial game, and every time, never failed. I talk myself out of it, and I think I always see a better one. And in my head, oh no, no. So the game that jumped out at me this week is I'm taking the Bucks, -1 at the Rams.
Okay.
So I think the Bucks are obviously going to win the game on the road. It's Tom Brady's first regular season game in Los Angeles, and I think he's going to win.
I flirted with that one. I just have I want Tampa Bay to win so bad that I didn't want to pick it.
Okay, understandable. I just want to win.
I didn't want to be my own fucking
Understandable.
bad
Jinx,
luck.
yeah. All right, you got breaking news?
I do.
Whoa! What the fuck? This is breaking news. Okay, so breaking news from 2 days ago. But should we back this up by what you?
I think you just read the headline.
Okay, I'm gonna read the headline. Boxing hopeful Frank Gore has turned down NFL offers while training for a quote-unquote high-profile fight. So Rob had brought up in the group message today, how do we start a petition to bring Frank Gore home, being the 49ers are in running back, dire need of running back stability, and Frank Gore is in the need of a job. I'm willing to bet the only team he would take an offer from at this rate is probably the Niners. I don't know how serious he is about this fucking fight.
If it weren't for this fight thing, I don't think that's true. I think he's proved that by playing different teams each year.
Yeah.
I think he just wants to play football. But I think obviously something's got him going down this path, and once he went down the path.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he would come back for the Niners. Especially on a team that has Super Bowl aspirations. But two people, Nick Duffy also said that in the group message of the International Cunts group message. How do we get Frank home? So
yeah, I think that's it's a popular sentiment in the crowd, in the fan, the fan base. I don't think we're the only ones.
Yeah, no, understandable.
With that idea.
Yeah.
But a good point is that teams like the Ravens were looking for veterans. We're not necessarily looking for veterans.
True.
Shanahan might be looking for taking a flyer. If we're going to put someone in, we might as well take a flyer on someone that could be the next Raheem Mostert.
Right.
And be a guy that leads us down the road.
Yeah.
Rather than a Frank Gore that we know is just a short-term patch.
Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, if we don't find that guy by the the last available week that you could sign somebody like that, then we could always bring Frank in down the road. I'm sure he'd do it for free.
I wonder who
Yeah, I wonder who the high-profile Frank Gore fight is. Who you think? Jake Paul?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think that's going to make Jake Paul as much money as anyone else.
I bet he's fighting 50 Cent. That's my guess. He'd beat the brakes off 50 Cent.
I wouldn't want to fight Frank Gore.
I would no. I'll fight anybody. I would fight other football players. I wouldn't fight Frank Gore. I think he'd fucking eat me. All right. So this week, the San Francisco Football 49ers welcome to... What the fuck's the name of their stadium? Levi's Stadium. Holy shit, brain fart. Levi's Stadium for a Sunday night game, the first primetime game for the first home game of this campaign and the first primetime game of this campaign. So 2 exciting aspects a little bit. So I think obviously the Eagles game was very high energy. It might have been a Philadelphia, backroom fucking knife fight, but it was high energy, at least from the crowd standpoint. I think you're going to see a lot of that this week in Levi's. I expect to see the crowd going fucking bonkers. Yeah, I expect a very electric atmosphere in Levi's this week, and I think that helps the team. The team always, this team especially, they enjoy playing for one another. They enjoy playing for the faithful, and I think this will be added motivation to really kick Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers right in the dick hole. Kern, you have any thoughts?
Oh,
I
Kern,
think you just summed it
Kern,
all up.
do yourself a favor. Go look at Conor McGregor throwing out the first pitch at Wrigley.
I saw it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
bad. It's bad. It looks like when 50 Cent.
It's just as bad as 50 Cent.
It's really bad. It's
Holy
really
shit.
for a guy
His
that's
was like the worst in history, though.
Oh, just wait.
for a
How could you be that bad?
How could you be a professional athlete? Yo, no.
Do you not? All right. Let's say you're going to go to the next Jake Paul fight,
Yeah.
and you're going to get on stage
Yeah.
in front of the crowd, and you're going to punch a punching bag.
Yeah.
You don't practice first.
Right.
Like, I know how to punch a punching bag, right? I'm never going to punch it like a boxer,
Right.
without training. I'm going to take a few practice swings at this punching bag before I do it in front of thousands of people.
Oh, I'm gonna do. Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Just to make sure,
Is
like, I
this
don't.
recent?
This was today. Or
Pretty sure it was
yesterday.
today.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Let me tell you my first thought on it. Right. Without any practice at all, I am confident, and so confident, in fact, that I would bet the most important thing other than my wife in my life is my golf clubs. I'll bet my golf clubs that my wife can put a more accurate ball.
Yeah, for sure. I'll bet on your wife.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would bet my
Yeah.
golf clubs that Jessica could get closer than Conor McGregor did. She might not be able to reach the full.
Might not be a strike.
Yeah.
Might not reach the plate. Might not. But it's not going where his went.
No, it's gonna roll and it's gonna be in between the batter's box. I'm confident she can do that.
I wouldn't even say that. It doesn't even have to be that close.
Anything. I hear you. That is terrible for a professional athlete. That's fucking.
And what's
terrible.
crazy about it is he's a professional athlete that's performed in front of thousands. It's not like he choked because there's a crowd there. There's probably less people there than at his fights. Don't be surprised if he did it on purpose because we're all talking about it.
That's the type of.
That's the
cunt
type of guy he is.
Yeah. All right.
It's pretty bad though, huh?
So, before we get into how we do these things, because I don't know where my keys are, so we're just gonna.
I mean, fuck the Packers, right?
Yeah.
I'm really pissed. When I saw the Lions beating them at halftime, I was like, oh, they just suck, But then they came back and blew them out. They had a fucking second half like no other.
They scored what? They 5
Absurd.
straight touchdowns
Absurd.
unanswered. It looks
Absolutely
like
absurd. So, I mean, I'm not worried about this defense against them. I'm not worried about our offense against them. I'm not worried about beating them. But I kind of liked that they sucked, just flat out sucked.
Well, I think like we said last week, I don't think we'd want to see Green Bay an 0-2 Green Bay.
Agree. And also, I love that it's a primetime game at home. That crowd's going to be on
Yeah, it's
fire.
It's going to be a nightmare for Aaron Rodgers for that offense. It's going to be a real tough scene for that offense.
And if the defense starts rolling,
oh yeah,
if we get to kick off to them,
yeah,
and the defense gets rolling early,
if they get a
Bosa
3
gets in
and
the
out to
backfield
start,
on
yeah.
the first or second
yeah.
play, that crowd is going to be.
Or vice versa, if we get the ball first and come out and actually put 7 on the board,
and then the defense,
and
takes
then
the
the
field.
defense comes
yeah,
out.
Either way, it's got all the makings.
Okay. Keys to victory here at the Gold Butter Podcast.
Yes. So loud.
Big Papa Pump's key to victory. Week 3.
Big Papa Pump. Where did that come from? It's disturbing.
He was a wrestler?
It's disturbing.
He was a wrestler. And Albert used it forever. And now that I don't speak to him anymore, I guess I've kind of inherited it. All right. Big Papa Pump says the key to victory is that, in fact, what we just said is the key to victory. Whatever side, we got to start fast. We have to keep the crowd. The crowd's going to be excited. We can't come out and stall. We can't come out with three and outs. We can't get behind the 8 ball. We have to either come out. If we're on defense, we can't give up any points. If we're on offense, we got to get at least 3 to start the game. So that's my key to victory. To take the lead from the beginning of the game, whether it's defensively or offensively, take a fucking stand and show them who you are. Fuck the Packers.
My key to victory is going to be this defensive line. I'm going two-part. It's a two-part. I'm going to need a sack from someone other than Nick Bosa.
Okay.
Because we know Bosa's going to be back there wrecking.
Yeah.
I would love to see a D Ford sack on top of it. And I think the key is going to be putting Aaron Rodgers on his ass early and often. If we can get him dirty in the first quarter, we'll break his will. He's not the same Aaron Rodgers as he's been. He's not happy with his team. He's not happy with this. He's not happy with that. He's a fucking baby. He's got long hair. He's a fucking loser.
You see why he said he has long hair?
No.
Did you see
I'm
this,
sure
Kurt?
it's going to make me sick, though.
He said...
If it's for any other reason than he wanted to grow his hair, he's a fucking loser.
You're going to love this. I'm so happy I know this. I'm so happy I know this.
I take that back. There's 2 reasons that I'm okay with him growing his hair.
Okay.
I feel like it. I feel like growing my hair.
Okay.
Or I know someone with cancer, or I know that I'm growing it to cut and donate to cancer. I won't hate on that either. No. Any other reason?
Aaron Rodgers is growing his hair for a Halloween costume. For 1 year, he's been growing it.
Okay. All right. You know what? I don't hate that. I didn't see that coming.
Wow.
I didn't see that coming, and I don't hate it.
I hate it even more.
I love the commitment of it.
Okay.
I once shaved my beard, which I never do, into a goatee for a Halloween costume and dyed it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah,
I respect the commitment of it.
I see.
Because a half-ass Halloween costume, get the fuck away from me.
Okay.
I support a 0 Halloween costume.
Okay.
100%.
I have
because that's normally my go-to. I support that.
I don't
100%, but I do not support a half-ass Halloween costume.
Here's a hot take that no one is going to agree with, and you're going to tell me I'm an asshole for subscribing to. Halloween is fucking stupid. Don't like it. Think it's fucking whack. Getting dressed up. Could do without it. Maybe it's for the kids. Maybe it's for the birds, but it ain't for me.
I think this is just one more example of your childhood. just like Christmas.
Maybe.
Again, if you would like a reset, you can come to my house. No. We can put you in a costume.
I could tell you about it.
You can trick or treat with my children. We'll treat you like one of the children.
There was multiple bad Halloweens in my household.
You'll get to eat some candy after trick or treating.
Listen.
We'll tuck you in at night.
Listen to me. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. One time before I was completely corrupted, I was like, I would say I was completely corrupted by the 6th grade. Okay. Like corruption. It's all I cared about was corruption after that point. But pre-6th grade, there was still an innocence and sweetness to my soul. All right? I went out Halloween, let's just say for argument's sake, 5th grade.
Okay.
And I want to say that was the first year that I was out without parents, right? And I remember I was out, I met a big bunch of guys, we were all out, and Ian was there, right? And
what'd you dress as?
I just had like a mask on. I was just happy to be out.
Half-ass.
Yeah, half-ass. I was just pumped to be out with the dudes. You know what I mean?
Half-ass, Curran.
Listen to me. So, Ian, this bully, threatened to beat the shit out of me if I didn't go ring this doorbell. And then when the people came, I was to run, and then like 10 guys were going to bombard the people with eggs.
Okay.
And I wanted nothing to do with this.
Okay.
But I also didn't want to get my ass kicked. So I pretended like I rang the doorbell and then I just fucking ran and they thought that was part of the deal. So they were waiting for the person to come. But meanwhile, I was booking the fuck home through yards and shit.
Good move.
But, that was one of the moments that that corrupted me. Now that I'm thinking about it now. But yeah, fuck Halloween.
All right, well, I'm offering to reset your childhood for you.
It ain't get too late. I'm 40 next week, Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not a big dresser upper, but I support going all in if you're gonna do it. I hate a fucking let me go to Target and buy my fucking plastic costume. I can't fucking deal with it. You know?
You posted it.
Huh. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with the half-assing it. It's go in or don't.
I mean, that's a fine enough effort, and I think we got to get going after this, but I will say this. The only time I've ever been okay with Halloween was in 2001. It was right after 9/11. And me and the said bully from that last story, he was a really big guy. He was 6'8". And me and my other buddy, who were both 6 foot tall, we were gonna wear refrigerator boxes and be the Twin Towers. And the really tall guys was gonna put cardboard on his arms and be planes and just keep knocking us over at the Halloween party we were going to. So we were gonna be the Twin Towers, but 2 months after 9/11, and the people having the party asked us not to do it.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I can't figure out why. Yeah, that's weird, right, Rob?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. You took it down?
We'll see.
Okay, no problem. All right. So, Curran, the key to victory.
My key to victory is going to be play all 4 quarters. I think our struggle week 1 was we let up in the end of the third to the fourth. Our problem last week, not necessarily that it was our fault, it was a tough game, but we had a struggle coming out in the first half. Towards the end of the first half, we started doing better. But from the minute the game starts to the minute the game ends, I'm going to need full consistency, and I think our defense and offense are going to run through it smooth because I do think we have their number. We just need to play all 4 quarters, so...
Okay, Curran. I like where your head is at. I do. All right. So since we want to keep the ball rolling, let's just get right into predictions. Yeah. I don't know if we mentioned it, but Curran is our listener this week. He took I know Rob mentioned
Curran is not our listener.
Sorry. Matterson, I'm reading your name, Curran, saying you're the listener. Matterson is making our listener picks. So the leader of the listeners is making the listener picks, Matthew Matterson. He picked the... He picked the Bengals, I guess, or whatever, whoever the fuck he picks. That's not important. Rob, you want to go with your prediction?
I am going to predict a win. I think the offense gets back on track versus this defense. I believe we will come out fast. We will stay steady. We will never have a huge lead, big enough lead to be comfortable. I feel like this is going to be the first week where we feel like we have a winning football team and we can comfortably watch the game. And it's going to be a dominating victory at 31-17.
I like it.
And I'm afraid that that's going to make us noticeable to the rest of the league a little more.
Okay. Kern?
I do think it's going to be a high offense game for us. I will say, I'm going to say 38 to 17. Does that make sense? Yeah, 17.
Okay. I'm going to give you the actual score of the game. All you guys over here with this shit.
Okay. All right, thanks.
49ers are going to score 28 points.
I see this was well thought out.
28.
Actual game.
The real score.
The Green Bay Packers, 20. That's the fucking score, kids. Listen, you guys are both going to call me Sunday night late after the game. And you're going to... Didn't I nail one last year?
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to call you no matter what.
Well, thanks. Thanks for being
There's
supportive.
a 0% chance I'm calling you after this game.
If I nail the score to this game and you don't call me,
0% chance I'm calling you after this game.
we're not.
I don't even know where I'm going to be after this game. I could be in a different state. I could be home. I could be somewhere between home and a different state.
I don't care where you are.
And there's a 0.0% chance I'll be making a phone call to you.
Okay, well, here's what's
after
going to
this game.
happen. After this game, when the score is 28-20,
Okay.
I'm calling you.
Okay. Feel free.
Is there a 0% chance that you pick up?
Yeah, 0.0.
Less than 0. There's a better chance of me calling than me picking up.
Wow. Can't wait. All right, we'll get Matterson's score during his email, so keep an eye out for that.
Old Matty Matheson.
Now we're gonna do. Well, hold on. Now I'm gonna do the particulars. Like I said in a rushed scene at the end of last episode, I had a very busy week with life, and I did not get to do any of the Patreon stuff that I wanted to.
He doesn't care about you.
Yeah. Listen, guys, the fact that I'm here for fucking 9 seasons shows that I care. You're gonna get your goods. I appreciate the patience. Daddy's working hard for you. Just hang tight. With that said, if you want to tell me what a fucking asshole I am, because I don't do enough for y'all, tell us at goldbloodedpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to interact with us via the Instagram, the social media, the new age, Gold Blooded Podcast, one word.
The new age.
The new age.
Do you want to communicate it with us through the new age, Karen?
What we'd really appreciate...
Real wordsmith.
That's what we do here. What I would appreciate is as money, first of all, Patreon, www.patreon.com/goldbloodedpodcast. Any donation you can make will benefit us, and it will benefit you one way or the other, sooner or later, I promise you. By the way, any Patreon people that want to come to Connecticut, you could come watch a game at my house. I'm going to put that out there. And my wife will cook for you. That's all. That's open door policy. Okay. During Niner games, any Patreon members are allowed to come over my house just during the games. Then you have to leave. Patreon. Reviews. We appreciate the reviews. If you can go Podbean, podcast app, Spotify, HBO Max, however we reach you, whatever app you use to listen to us, there's a section to leave a review. Please go there and do that. It helps us somehow, somewhere, some way. The powers that be know about that. I'm just the talent. But there is some talent, other talent that you need to go visit. And that's at, could you bring it up for me so I can get the right one this time?
What are we looking at? This one?
Yes. This is the most important few words I'm going to say in this whole spiel. It's luckyrosetattoo.bigcartel.com. So here's the deal. You want to get a tattoo.
It's also in the episode notes, always.
Always. You want to get a tattoo? You need to get an airplane ticket, rent a car, take a bus, a train, a boat, get to Connecticut. It's near Bradley International Airport. It's not far. If you fly in, I'll pick you up. I will pick you up and bring you here to Lucky Rose Tattoo in Middlebury, Connecticut. When Michael Curran comes down here in a few weeks, we're going to tie him down and make him get tattooed. Because we do that sort of thing here. So get over here and get fucking tattooed. Or if not, go to the Big Cartel and buy a fucking shirt, buy a hat, buy a sticker, buy fucking something. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that?
No, sir.
Okay. Maybe you want to say that we don't actually tie people down when we tattoo them?
No, sometimes we do.
You've already said it.
That's right.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Sometimes we do it. All right. So now we're going to do the worst section, the worst area of the show, the shoe slinger. Aaron Rodgers.
We're gonna do a speed round.
Yes,
Just
we
go
are.
through. You stop at me if you see someone.
No, I'm just going to do it like this. Aaron Rodgers, Brokeback Mountain. Randall Cobb. What the fuck is wrong with Randall Cobb's head?
Kind of looks like Cuba Gooding Jr.
But he's missing like some part of his face. Like something's not there.
It's like there's no eyebrows, but there are eyebrows.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
I don't know what it is.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it's something weird about that guy. Aaron Jones looks like he was hit with a shovel.
Skipping over Devontae?
Who? Yeah, I don't need to do it.
Oh, I thought you were just going to go one.
No, I don't have
one
time
word for
that.
each.
No, I don't have that.
Hip hop artist.
Yeah, nobody there. Next.
Not even Bakhtiari.
No, I mean him and Dennis Kelly are the same person.
Okay. Can't wait to see the rock group.
Whoa, Jake Doligala. Holy fuck, that guy is
Some skeletons, huh?
like, yeah, he's an IT tech, but he's also got a woman in his closet and her child.
He's an IT tech, but he uses his knowledge to steal everyone's nudes.
Yeah, he's a fucking creep. But look at that guy, too. What a weird group of people. And Jair Alexander looks like he's concussed all the time. He looks like he's a walking concussion.
Long neck.
Robert Tanyan, yeah, he looks like that guy in that movie.
That's Kittle's boy.
Is it? Good for a tight end, yeah. All right, wow.
Za'Darius looks almost like Sherm.
Mason Cassidy is like a silver fox. An angry one. Oh, come on. Royce Newman is not even real. Royce Newman.
There's no way he's playing this week. He can't get out of his mom's basement.
No, I disagree. Plumbers make a ton of money. Like, that dude is literally an HVAC tech. That is Steve's apprentice. Like, are you kidding me? It sucks, Rob. You know what sucks? That this guy makes like 10 times more money than I'll make in my whole life. Fuck. All right, next. Ty Summers.
Why is this guy's head so small?
Is he an albino? Ty Summers? Is there any albino NFL players? That's what I'd like to see.
I'll check when we're done.
The league is racist against albinos.
Why is this guy's head so little?
I don't know. It doesn't look that. I think the mask is throwing it off. Why is Mercedes Lewis's head so big?
Fair.
Why is that guy in a raincoat? Or what the fuck? Could you click on that image of Billy Turner? Like, what is he wearing? And what's on his head? Oh, he's got hair. He's got lots of hair. Okay. It's weird that he's wearing a yellow suit.
Yeah.
And then
it's an odd one.
Maybe he was I mean, if he wore that to draft day, then the fix is in. Oh, wow. Ladarius Hamilton mugshot?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
All right. And what were we looking up? Albino.
Are there any albino NFL players?
Albino NFL players. Can't wait for this.
The albino rhino.
Holy shit.
Curran, there was a player who was born in 1960. His name is Carl Bernard Mecklenburg, and he was nicknamed the albino rhino.
Holy shit. Drafted in 1983 in the 12th round.
He almost looks like Troy Aikman.
The albino rhino. Is he actually albino, though? Like, that's, how many albino... Oh, this is... How great is this? That's an actual fucking link.
Why, is Jimmy Graham an actual albino?
No, it's like a fucking... It's like a message board.
Yeah.
Jimmy Graham of the Saints and Blake Griffin of the Clippers look kind of albino-ish. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What a question.
Who is the fattest?
Who is
Someone searched who's the fattest NFL player ever. Wow.
Aaron
440 pounds in high school.
Believe it or not, at my high school, we had a person, a 400-pound offensive lineman who was completely useless. Once, all you had to do was push him over, and he was done. Like, if he got the leverage on you, you probably weren't going to move him. But if you just pushed him over, that's it. That's all. All right.
410 pounds in the NFL. He holds the record.
That's an enormous human being.
Wow. Good for him. Good for him. Ready for some emails?
I am ready.
Where are we going first? Of course.
Yeah, hang on one second.
Who would have guessed who we'd go to first?
I bet, without looking, I'm going to guess. It's Matt Matterson.
It is.
Okay. The one thing that you have to do is keep an eye out for his score. Oh, we just got another one from Chris Johnson.
Okay.
Wow, we're getting lots of emails. All right. So it's the Matt Matterson from... Okay. He says, "Hey, crew. After listening to episode 299, I have a few things to bring up to Just Joe. I want to help you out a little bit with your iPhone. There should be a podcast app on your iPhone. Just look for the Gold Blooded Podcast, and it should have a leave a review button there. If you do need any more help, YouTube is the way to go. I guess Just Joe didn't listen to the last 6 or 7 minutes of episode 293 of the GBP, where they played an interesting video. Anyway, I am out, really. You're right, Rob. No. Rob is done fucked up. Fucking Matterson, you got him. All right.
I'm so happy. That is one of my favorite emails of all time.
That's a good email. That should be framed. Could you print that out and hang it on the wall?
I'm so happy about that email. I can't even tell you.
Star it.
Next email is from Brennan Pfeiffer. Is that what you got?
Yes.
Okay. Brennan Pfeiffer.
There's no way it's going to be as good as that email.
What's up, GBP? I left a review as Jimmy Horsecock once, but this is my first email. Wow, first time emailer. Yeah, buddy. Been listening since 2019 when I worked as a street corner sign waver in high school. You guys are the fucking best and made my time out there. In high school, we called our baseball coach a window licker. And the only other place I've heard that term is on this podcast. And that's the shit I fucking love. You, the funniest group of motherfuckers I've heard, and I look forward to your podcast every week. Anyway, thanks for doing what you guys do, and stay the motherfucking course. Love you, puppy cunts. All right, Brennan Pfeiffer, I'm pumped to hear that about you. That you were a sign twirler, and that you got down with us. All right, Anthony Scott from New Haven. Mediocre, he says.
Gold-blooded, what it do? So I don't really even know what I watched. I had my friend who's an Eagles fan over, so I was talking to him. I wasn't really watching the game as closely as I would. But, I mean, we kept forgetting that we even watched the whole game. Like, by the end, felt like it was about to be halftime when the game was about to end because, like, it didn't seem like a full game's worth of stuff happened. So I probably have to go back and look at the recap. A couple takeaways was I don't want to see Lenore out there again unless he works real hard this week because, I mean, he looked more like Lenore, a.k.a., Bill's ex-wife from King of the Hill than a football player. I don't know what the hell this nigga was doing. Excuse me, I know you shouldn't use that word. This Diamador Lenore is his name? I mean, yeah, he's going to be a fan favorite because of that name, but, you get him off the field. Jesus Christ. Outside...
I gotta pause there for a second. I disagree. I think Demo has played great ball both games.
I agree with Rob
think
here.
he gave up one long ball. And if you watch the play, he actually stumbles.
Yeah.
His feet get caught up.
Yeah.
And it happened, and he gave up the play, but it wasn't like he just got flat out beat on the play. He did get tripped up.
Yep.
And I hear a lot of talk about the one where he got beat, where he ran the guy out of bounds.
But he used the sideline the right way.
Correct.
He did it. That's what I was going to say.
It almost backfired on him because it was real close to not being
close,
out of bounds.
But that's what it
worked.
is.
Yeah, it happened.
No.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think for a rookie, he's playing great ball.
Yeah, I agree. He came in, regardless of what round, he came in as a rookie, and he's having a positive impact on football games as a rookie.
If he wasn't there, our other corner would have been Dre Kirkpatrick. It would have been Josh Norman and Dre Kirkpatrick.
2 days ago.
It would have been a real rough.
I concur.
Could he be talking about Josh Norman?
No, I think he means
I know there's...
No, because he said he's a rookie. Ooh, yeah.
But anyways, I could see why if you weren't watching closely, it looked bad because he did give up the one long ball and almost the second one where he stepped out of bounds. But I disagree. I think Lenore's playing great ball, and I think he's going to be a long-term solution at corner. I think he's going to be the reason that we probably never see Verrett again.
I would agree.
Oh, that's okay.
Verrett only signed a one-year deal.
Yeah.
No, I agree, but that's it's weird hearing that out loud right now because I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to accept that. The guy did a great job with saying, I want to go out there and prove myself, and it sucks because I think at the end of the season we're going to have to understand.
Yeah, we're not going to go through this again with him.
His contract is going to expire before he's rehabbed from this ACL, I believe. I don't think... I think you might see him back in a Niner uniform just because we have history with him, And if anyone's going to give him a shot at rehabbing its knee, it's us. But I don't think he's ever going to be the same again.
And by league rules, I think he gets to use our gym, like in our health services throughout
and I
his
think
rehab,
he's part of the
unless
team,
he's
too.
signed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Continuing. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just had to give my opinion there.
Yeah.
But kind of coming into that game, I knew that because I said to my friend handicapping the game, I'm like, if you guys can get it down the field, you have a chance because Verrett's not out there. So our defense, I thought, outside of our corners looking terrible, was pretty good. Tart and Ward cleaned up a lot of bad plays on the back end. So the fact that they're looking legit is promising. I think Josh Norman, he looked a little overeager early on with some of those dumb penalties. If he knows all the veteran moves, he's just a little too old and slow to execute them as well. But I think he'll be a good addition to this team. But the defense, our front seven is nice, and if we can just we just have to get to the quarterback a little bit better because I don't think our corners are going to be able to hold up. On offense, I don't know. Early on, I was worried too about Jimmy. He was airmailing a lot of balls. He settled down as the game progressed, but I was about to say take him out and put Lance in because I wasn't happy with what I saw. So overall, I'm still kind of on the fence with Jimmy. You know, I overall I was just like, look, just play him for as long as possible. Don't rush Lance. I still feel that way, but you know, we've seen Jimmy in the past be inconsistent at times, and I just hope that he bounces back from this. Obviously, Philly's defense was a big step up from Detroit's, so it was a little bit of a test. But despite not playing the best game we won. So overall, I'm very happy about that. I think that we're in a good spot, but I just hope nobody's feeling themselves. We got to have the intensity that we always have because we need to keep getting better every week. Because where we are right now, we're not a real Super Bowl contender, but that doesn't mean we can't be that within the next few weeks. Outside of that, all I really got to say is just we got to root for the Jets, guys. It's got to be our second team this year. I've heard you guys hate on the Jets in the past for understandable reasons, but not only is Saleh their head coach, Niners fan favorite Jeff Ulbrich is their D coordinator. So that alone, it's like, come on, we're Northeast guys. We got to do that. Go green and white. But outside of that, Niners will always be my real team. Jets are just a little, cute story. But outside of that, guys, keep doing what you're doing. Fuck the Packers. It seems like we play them every single year, and I'm getting a little sick of it. They're not in our division, I don't think, but we play them every year or whatever. We don't have to hear about how we passed on Rodgers again. Just to stomp the shit out of them so we don't have to fucking hear people mock us for that because we've been hearing that for the last 16 years. We get it. But goodbye. Good luck. Godspeed. Go Niners.
All right. Thank you for the email, Mr. Scott. I can't say I agree with all your points. I think, but yes.
As much as I'd love to see Robert Saleh succeed, it's so much fun watching the Jets suck.
Forever.
It's so much fun watching them draft a quarterback that everyone talks about, throw 5 picks in a game. It's just so...
It's so great because I know so many shitty Jets fans it's so great seeing their heart broke time and time again.
It's so beautiful that they lost to Mac Jones in the Patriots.
Oh, yeah. Imagine
sitting in the stands as a Jets fan and just watching Mac Jones play better than just your quarterback.
I don't think that Mac Jones is going to become the next Tom Brady. But if Mac Jones won 1 Super Bowl in the next 15 years, that's enough to fuck, because the Jets ain't getting one, so.
I feel, instead of rooting for them, I just feel bad that Saleh made the decision to go there.
I agree. He should have went somewhere else.
Like you said, I really want to see Saleh succeed in the league, but I don't like the Jets. I'm gonna
I'll go one step further.
If it was any other team, it would be different. But
I'll go one step further. I feel like if Saleh went to Detroit, that Stafford might have stayed there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I really think that's a possibility. It's just the way Campbell had his who wants to play for that lunatic?
Yeah, I would never.
I get that he's going to motivate them, and that's why they're good.
But as a quarterback,
I don't want to deal with it.
Especially as a quarterback. Yeah. Maybe as a defensive guy, but not as a quarterback.
I will say this. I saw a little bit of Jared Goff mic'd up, and I like him a little better.
He looks a little different. Yeah,
he
has something else.
He's kind of funnier, too. He's fucking with people while he's mic'd up. He says to one of the coaches, "Hey, did you get that rash taken care of?" Because he knows he's mic'd up.
Yeah.
Just fucking with people a little bit. I kind of like it.
Jay Cutler's like dry comedy on the
Yeah.
like sideline, like this guy stole my shampoo before the game,
Yeah.
fucking asshole. Like it's like, okay, I bet I could see him go well in this type of atmosphere.
Yeah, I kind of like him.
When he's not under fucking McVay, just so.
Kind of liked it.
All right. Next email is from the Lifeblood. You know him. We know him. Everybody
Hey.
knows him. The motherfucking
Just
Matterson.
Joe. Hey, just Joe. Can you hear me? Good for you. Okay. Yeah. I was nervous about the going into the game. They needed Kinlaw. They got Kinlaw playing. Bummed with Barrett out with ACL injury, but Lamore looking good. Not too depressed about that. But if running backs get injured, they may have to look for other running backs or make a wide receiver as a running back.
I'll put
Packers
Debo back
did
there
that
right now.
In 2016, they made wide receiver Ty Montgomery as a running back because of injuries.
Nice tidbit. I like
we'll
that.
see. But
I'll take Ayuk back there. I'll take Debo back there.
Kittle.
Juice.
Yeah. We got options.
And if he
Jimmy?
was healthy, Hurd was supposedly a piece that could play tight end, wide receiver, and running back.
Yeah. I'll even put Dwelly as the fullback with Juice as the running back.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Remember, Dwelly played some fullback for us when Juice was out.
Yep.
Kittle made a post of him, Dwelly, and Juszczyk, and he was like, scary. It was them on the field, like lined up in formation.
I am so glad you brought up George Kittle posting.
Okay.
The fucking ads.
You got to give me a little more on that.
His last 4 posts have been fucking ads.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
It's
I haven't
paid.
seen
It's
it.
all paid.
Oh, no, this was a story.
It's all paid
Oh,
programming.
really?
And like some of it's funny, like he's trying to be funny, like
Yeah.
like he's talking about his
Yeah,
lawnmower.
that sucks. I haven't seen
But it's
that.
like,
Yeah.
I get it. Like I get that's how you get paid. I get that's how you make a lot of money. I totally get it. Trust me. If somebody paid me to post, I'll post 100. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm here to get that money.
Yeah.
But I wish it was just a little more sparse.
Yeah, I said that sucks. I didn't
Once
know
a
that.
month, once a week.
No doubt.
I know he's
But
probably.
doesn't he make
he's
enough money? What the fuck's he doing?
I'll bet he makes more money off of those posts than his salary.
That's great because he just got a huge contract. Right?
I'll bet you he makes more money posting that stuff.
All right, let Matterson finish here.
But it makes me sad.
Yes.
anyway, a win's a win. It was an ugly start for the offense. No first downs in the first quarter. 3 and outs in the first quarter. But they got momentum towards the end of the first half. And they won a close one. Anyway, yeah. Who knows how the Packers will play Monday night against the Lions. So I'm basing this score prediction off of how the Packers performed last Sunday against the Saints and how the Niners played the last couple of weeks. So, Niners 31. Green Bay Packers 17. Offense basically goes to Deebo Samuel. Defense basically goes to Nick Bosa for the 2 sacks. I am out, really.
Kern, I don't know if you caught that.
I said 38. He said 31,
no.
right? But he still undercut me.
No, Rob.
No, first of all, if you think that's undercutting you, then you can go fuck yourself because that means you overcut me, motherfucker. Because I said 31-17 before you picked, which is exactly what Matterson picked.
Yeah, so Matterson.
So if you think
You guys
he
are on the
undercut,
same. Wait, no.
no,
I didn't
you
know
called
picked
that an undercut of you.
I didn't know you picked that.
That means you overcut me, though.
I did, and I'm fine with that.
So here's my question to you:
Yeah.
if you predict correctly, you're gonna call. I gotta call you.
Yeah.
What if Matterson and I, in lockstep,
Yeah.
both get the pick exact? We both get a win, right? That was independent choices. Neither one knew what the other one was going to do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow.
Whoa, so
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
If it hits exact and we both get it right,
Yeah. Are you gonna call me?
No. No.
If the score is
call
not,
I wouldn't even text and gloat. If anything, I might text you both with just a ...
Yes.
Something like
Will
that.
you will you and Madison have a secret conversation that we don't hear about?
Maybe.
Okay.
But you get 2 points if you get the score right. Don't forget.
That's right.
That's fine. That's
Ooh.
fine.
What are the chances we pick this? That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I love it.
All right.
You and me, Madison, lockstep.
Okay. Next email is from Zane Creasy. Another W, baby. Hello, puppy cunts. That win was stressful, but we came out on top. Hold on, I gotta stop this email. So when I was doing numbers for the t-shirts, I was like a little nervous that maybe the cunt shirts wouldn't sell. But I think I'm honestly gonna be able to sell 30 of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
If Steve said he would wear one, that was a litmus test for me.
Yeah, but
he's a father.
You think he really would though?
Just the fact that he wasn't like, no,
Yeah,
is good enough for
true.
me.
Okay, well I'll wear it. All right, back to Zane. He says Hurts is looking good, like a good quarterback, but he just wasn't good enough. Our defense is playing lights out, which is abnormal for a team without its 2 starting cornerbacks. Honestly, Lenore looked good, which is beautiful. Gotta love those late draft picks. Thank the Lord, baby Jesus, for our D-line applying pressure like they do, making the CB's jobs easier. Can we also talk about Debo being the stud we knew he could be? On to Green Bay so Rodgers can live another nightmare. Stay faithful, fuckers.
Have you guys seen any of the stuff with Shanahan and Lynch both talking about how they view Ayuk as if could be a number 1?
No, I haven't seen it.
Must have missed. No.
I don't think they mean it this way, but every time I hear it, I just see it. I hear it as if I'm Debo Samuel.
Okay.
And I'm like, what about me, motherfucker?
But don't you think it's kind of they're trying to motivate him?
I do 100% because this is the same kind of stuff they said about Dante Pettis.
Right.
And I also think they probably think that way about Debo too.
Right.
Like
but
they could both be number 1s, but each time they say it, I just hear it as Debo, and I feel like it's motivating him to be like, your number 1's right here.
Well, it's probably a two-headed. You know, they're killing two birds. Yeah, they're motivating both of them. Fuck it, right?
Because I mean, if they're both playing at number 1 level,
who gives a fuck?
You ain't stopping us.
Yeah, no, agreed. All right. Next email is Matterson again. He says, locks of the week, take 2. I'm going Cincinnati Bengals over the Steelers. He had the wrong number, so we gave him the correct one. Though, unless the line changed, whatever, it doesn't matter. All right.
We go with the lines at recording time.
Yeah. Next email is Gabriel Sanchez. Bird teams can eat cheese teams out of my asshole.
All right.
Title, and there's audio.
In the first half, not going to lie, I swear, until it was actually halftime and we were actually up points, I was convinced we were going to lose. And at the end of the day, I got to hand it to the defense. They were under pressure, especially the secondary. Our depth is so weak out there. And they stood firm. They were pulling off moves that were just incredible. We had a few lucky breaks. Javon Kinlaw getting the blocked field goal. And, geez, what is it with Jimmy G? He sucks early in games. Like, he's got to have something go wrong and be pissed off before he can be good. And in this game, nothing was going super wrong like it did on the first play last week. So it just took him a while to warm up. And we didn't even see Trey Lance, which I was fine with, we didn't really have time to be screwing around. This is a tight game. But we got it done. That's what's important. We came out with the W. No offensive beast of the week this week just because the offense wasn't clicking from the play calling on down. Defensively, I thought about it. I'm going to give it to Jet Ski Pop-Tart. He saved the 91-yard reception from becoming a touchdown. He bailed out Diamador Lenore there. And just having that safety play, that experience, especially with how suspect the cornerbacks are, it was great to have him be doing good things. On the injury front, it was the real fucking bummer about Trey Sermon. It was his first play. He got the first down, and then he just got fucking speared right in the dome. It was a nasty-looking injury. I hope he's all right. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure John Lynch can just stroll on down to Big Lots and get some running backs that'll work in this system. And fuck Green Bay. They're going to lose 24-27. Peace.
Peace, brother man. Just for anybody, questioning the G, keep in mind, y'all, this man is 24-8 in the regular season with the 49ers. What the fuck do y'all people want? This motherfucker wins games.
It's wild.
Get off the motherfuckers.
The only complaint, and if you listen to Shanahan and Lynch, is that he doesn't play enough.
Right, agreed. And
I agree. When he's out there and he's healthy, we win football games.
And this year, he's looking like a machine we haven't seen in years past.
Oh, yeah.
If he could play like this for 2 years without injury, I think that's the best case for Lance. And I think if he wins the Super Bowl, then he's playing for the 49ers again next year. That's my
hot take.
Whatever. All right. The next email is from a very special woman. Karen, that picture she posted today, did you see that? I tagged you in it? I tagged you in it.
Yes.
Oh, I don't even know I opened it today.
Rob Roach.
You don't gotta see it.
It was Baby Boy in a Joe Montana when he was a true baby boy.
I didn't get the tag.
Oh, well, check out Miss...
Maybe because I don't follow her.
Oh, well, I tagged you. Maybe I tagged the wrong account. All right.
What's her...
Wendy... I don't want to say it.
I was gonna pause. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duffy found her. So.
I'll get it to you. All right. So the email is from Baby Boy Curran's mommy. She says, opinions. What's your guys' opinion on Kyle? Yes.
Oh, I don't follow. That's probably.
Oh, okay. I'll show it to you.
I requested.
What's your guys' opinion on Kyle constantly taking his foot off the gas after getting the lead? I know another email mentioned it last week, but I don't recall you guys giving your opinions about it. I'm a huge Shans fan, but I do believe he plays conservatively when he gets a lead. Defense looked great, only allowing 11 points. Loved watching Seattle lose. Only thing would have been better is if Wilson would have broken a limb or something. Home opener next week. Should be a good game with the Niners beating the Packers 27-17. Wow, a lot of people are saying 17 for the Packers.
My thing with Shanahan taking his foot off the gas is that I was screaming for him to take his foot off the gas after Verrett got hurt.
Right.
So it's like this weird in-between. And now, do I think we let the Lions climb back into a game that we never should have? Yes. But do I also think it was an insane set of circumstances? Like, how many onside kicks bounce off of George Kittle's fucking face?
Yes.
I'm going to go with that's the only one in his entire career.
Yeah.
I'm going to go as far as to say, as long as this man wants to play in the NFL, that never happens again.
I do.
Like, it just took a bad hop and hit him in the face. And if that doesn't happen, this discussion never happens, in my opinion. And there was a couple other
fumbling.
All of that. I mean, if Debo doesn't fumble, we still might have this talk because it was pretty close already. But and I get it. The problem is that Shanahan has this reputation.
Well, no, because he has a history of it.
The 2 Super Bowls.
Right.
But also, that fucking third down play that fucking Patrick Mahomes made in the Super Bowl, 3rd and 400,000 yards that he converted on. I don't think that's Shanahan taking his foot off the gas. I think that's Patrick fucking Mahomes. Like, again, he doesn't make that play. We don't have to talk to him. We have a Super Bowl. You know, like, I think there's the problem is...
But they also did blow a colossal lead.
Yeah, it's a self-perpetuating prophecy is the problem. Because now every time it happens, it's going to build that.
Right.
It's got to not happen for it to reset. He's got to go win a Super Bowl, and then it's forgotten.
I mean, there was a whole thing around Andy Reid. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember once he won that Super Bowl,
it's gone.
Like, yeah,
it's gone. And the same thing for Jimmy. It's the same thing for Colin Kaepernick. If he'd have won that Super Bowl, it would have been a whole different thing. One, what was the difference? 4 yards, 5 yards, whatever it was. It's a whole different discussion because of that one scenario.
Yeah, that one, those 4 downs.
Oh.
Rob's checking out the Baby Boy Curran.
Look at BBC.
Maybe you should post that, Curran, to show the people how deep your fucking gold blood runs. Show them motherfuckers.
Look at this guy. Well played.
I unfortunately, Curran, there's a picture of me when I was about maybe 4 or 5, and my parents have a New York Giants sweatshirt on me, so.
Hopefully one day my kid's doing a 49ers podcast, and they get to show the picture of him at 3 in a Colin Kaepernick jersey.
Hopefully one day they're hosting this podcast, but it's successful.
And imagine his first start under center for the San Francisco Football 49ers, and they have a picture of him at 3 years old in his Colin Kaepernick jersey.
And then they could show pictures of you and I doing this podcast.
Imagine it all.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it doesn't have to be about you, Joe. It could be about my son succeeding in the NFL. But I'm glad that it all comes back to your ego.
What the fuck? What else are we here for?
I'm glad that it circles back to you being important in the story.
They can talk. Well, I said us. Come on. I said us. What the fuck? All right.
Joe also just said, what else am I doing this for? You really, after all these seasons,
that's what it's all about.
Expected something to come out? Like, someday you're going to walk out of that room at the end of an episode. Someone's going to be holding a briefcase on their knees, being like, this is for you, Joe.
What's way more amazing is that he thinks that something positive is going to come from us doing this. There's no way, if down the road something in our life changes from this podcast, it will not be a positive change. It'll be something goes wrong because of something we did on this podcast. Like we'll be in jail, we'll be dead, we'll be losing a job, we'll be canceled. Something else is going to happen to us because of this podcast. It ain't going to be positive.
Wives will leave us.
Yeah, there's no way
for sure.
positivity
we are selling
comes.
shirts saying puppy cunts on them. I don't think. I mean,
yeah, I'm sure my kid's going to love when he makes the NFL after a lifelong work in progress to get there. And somebody finds this fucking podcast of his father and his fucking degenerate friends talking about the football team. Yeah, that's going to go real well for my kid.
Hey. You know what? This is why I didn't have children. And you know what? I got my own problems. All right, on to the emails. This email is from our friend James, not the one in England. He says, discount double check into rehab. What's up, my gold-blooded brethren? 2-0 for the second time in 3 years. Feels good. The first half of Sunday's game was a complete dog shit. Jimmy underthrew. He overthrew. Fuck it. It was hard to watch. Good to see them put some points on the board before half, though. Debo's going to need a wheelbarrow of his nuts. A wheelbarrow of his nuts by the end of this season. Dude is a fucking dog. The O-line has been playing well, and Mac seems to be a bigger steal than first anticipated. Only 7 pressures from our O-line over 2 games. Trent once again pushing grown men around like Pop Warner Pee-wees. We do need to figure our running back situation ASAP. Bring back Gore. Dudes are dropping like flies, and Trey Sermon actually got skull-fucked. You know it's bad when you see the guy literally turn off. Night. Ayuk didn't go for 100, but that one catch kept us in the game. Defensive highlight was watching our D give up that 90-yard bomb and the Eagles walk away with 0 points. That is the shit that championship teams do. Bosa is on track for 20-plus sacks and played more snaps than any other D lineman. The guy is literally bred to play football. Oh, bred. To play football. I thought it was like bread, like white bread.
He spelled it wrong.
Right. How would you? Oh, B-R-E-D. I got it. Genetically constructed in some laboratory pigskin womb. Demo got a little exposed, but got better. Thank God it's not Dante Johnson or that dude we started last year against Fitzmagic. R.I.P. There were 2.
What was that guy's name? Brian something?
He was only
lasted
there.
like 4 plays and then got released.
Yeah. There were 2 to 3 opportunities for interceptions we missed, but we cleaned up the run game down the middle. Shout out to the Blooming Onion. He and the special teams came through. Who's the Blooming Onion?
I'm guessing Wisnowski.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Yes. All in all, it was a total team win, and the defense being our backbone. I randomly stumbled across a Grant Cohn YouTube Live. Dude is a real tool bag. He sure seems like a Sea Chicken fan for being a 49er reporter. I paid $5 to have him read my comment live. I asked him if he wanted to box, and the winner's charity gets $5,000. He read it and then pretended like he didn't understand the dickless mark he is. Fuck you, Grant Cohn. Yo, I back you. 100%.
I love that he paid $5 to get him to read that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I regress. Aaron Rodgers truly look as like a crackhead from the Tenderloin of San Francisco or McConaughey from the Dallas Buyers Club. I'm kind of glad that we didn't draft Rodgers, as the Bay seems to be the only place he can't play. 34-13 Niners. Defensive beast Bosa. Offensive beast Juice. As I mentioned previously, I'm a season ticket holder, and I'll be at most of, if not all, the games this season. Can't say I like starting problems, but I do love fucking with people. Figured I could get a few questions to ask opposing team fans before and after the game. Could be dog shit, could be gold. Just trying to bring some in-game content. Keep it cunty. James. James, we'll use you at some point. Good to know. He also says in another email, happy 300th episode, titty fuckers. You know what? Yes. One thing I do want to say is that he called us titty fuckers there. And in a bizarre twist of fate, my wife at 35 years old got titties now. She got bigger titties.
Did you pay for them?
No.
Oh.
They're like a full handful now for me. And she's put on a couple pounds. And my wife was very thin, almost like anorexically thin, for those of you scoring at home.
Not what you want to say, but
whatever. I'm not afraid. Nobody's listening at this point. But now she got a dumper and some titties. But I told her, you got to draw the line here. You got what you want. Don't let it get out of control.
Jesus Christ.
Am I wrong?
You do you. Whatever works for you guys and your fucking whatever you got going on. Whatever works for both of you.
We're happy. 2 more emails and I'm out of here. Next email.
I love that him calling us titty fuckers is what made you say that, first of all.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, good. Next email. Second to last, and then I go home. Christopher Johnson.
Before we go any further,
yes.
Baby's clearly not listening right now.
No one's listening.
If this gets back to her, whoever you are, you're a cunt.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you know,
right.
Like if somebody heard that and was like,
right. Eric Sebastian.
Do you know?
Eric Sebastian.
Whoever, yeah, but it's just a cunty thing.
It would
to
be
do.
a very cunty thing.
You clearly didn't mean anything by it.
Right.
If it gets back
Even
to her.
if somebody was like,
yeah, if somebody's listening right
yeah.
now and then she finds out you're a cunt.
They suck.
You're
Agreed.
a cunt.
But whatever. Shit happens. I'm not I said it and I'll own it. I'll tell the bitch myself. That's how she's going to find out. All right.
All right.
Thanks for the help, Rob.
All right.
I got this.
Way to totally negate that. Back to your fucking splendid treatment of your wife.
Oh, she's a gem. I love her. I do. I love her. I'm getting her a very nice gift.
You just, I mean, it was almost complimentary what you said. It's just you found a way to really take the long route to get to the compliment, I guess.
I know. I am getting her a really nice, and it's, 5 years? 5 years married this week. Friday's 5 years. I was there. You were there.
I was there.
I was there. You were there.
5
All right.
years, really?
Yeah. 2016. Let's see what Chris Johnson has to say about it. Yeah, good for me. That's right. He says we're 2-0, but what's good, GBP? Not sure when y'all are recording this season.
As you sent the email.
Yeah. So I hope I get this in before the Packers game. So let's do it. We record on Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, for those of you scoring at home. Defensive Beast of the Week, Fred Warner. Offensive Beast of the Week, O-line with Kittle's help. All right. Listen, it's early, but we are lucky to get out of Philly with a dub. Our O-line is elite and has given up the fewest QB pressures in the league so far, and Jimmy still played like dog shit most of the first half. He missed several basic NFL throws. If his mistakes are the kind of rookie mistakes Shanahan is afraid Lance will make, then Lance should be playing. Jimmy is handcuffing this offense. The Eagles stacked the box to take the run away and prevented our play action from being effective. It's a copycat league. Other teams, and better teams, will do that. What is Shanahan doing not using Kittle and Ayuk? Where was Lance when the offense struggled? If Shanahan doesn't start spreading around the ball and injecting Lance into the offense, we will be in trouble moving forward. There's too much firepower in this division. These next 3 weeks will say a lot about this team and Shanahan. Also, fuck the Eagles for that dirty hit on Sermon. Shout out to y'all boys for keeping the pod going strong. Niners 24, Packers 20. Peace and Gold Blood, C. Jitty. Rob, I'm going to let you handle this one.
I just disagree with almost everything he said.
Yeah, I as well.
I think, let me just start from the beginning. He makes the kind of rookie mistakes Shanahan is afraid of Lance will make. Disagree.
No, because here's one huge thing. How many turnovers does Jimmy have other than that, the first play of the season?
Yeah.
No interceptions.
Well, and also, there's no way Lance is coming in that crowd noise and a silent cadence out of nowhere, and it takes way too much knowledge and experience to be able to handle that. He's definitely not handcuffing this offense. I think it's a copycat league, and other teams and better teams will do that. We may not face a better front four in the entire NFL this entire season. We'll play better teams than the Eagles,
including the Rams.
Yeah, like we'll play better teams. There's much better teams in the league, but we may not play a better front four. Like that might be the best front four we're going to face all year.
Yeah, and regardless,
and if not, it's one of the top three we're going to face.
Okay, and that's a good Eagles team. That offense isn't even that bad. That's a pretty good Eagles team. I think they win that division.
I think Dallas wins the division, but that's neither here nor there.
We'll see.
I do agree with Joe. I think Eagles get it. But go ahead.
What is Shanahan doing not using Kittle and Ayuk? Kittle is drawing all of the attention, which is why Deebo's got the numbers he's got.
Right. Yeah. Hold on. I want to say to that, Deebo Samuel's leading the NFL in receiving yards because George Kittle and George Kittle still has 110 yards and 8 catches or 9 catches through 2 games because he's a fucking savage, you know? Like, you can't force a ball to a guy who's being covered by 3 guys. The only thing I would maybe want to see Shanahan do is throw a Kittle run in there, an end around or something every now and again, just to put the ball in his hand. But that's beggars being choosers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to tell. Shanahan's doing just fine.
Ayuk, on the other hand, I don't think that's Shanahan's decision. I think that's Ayuk not stepping up the way he needs to. When I go to where is Lance when the offense struggled, that's the worst decision a head coach can make. How do you recover from that if Lance is also not good because he's a rookie? Now you put Jimmy back out there after you took him out for the rookie? That's a quicksand nightmare. That's giving up our season. If you think that we can't win in week 2 with Jimmy Garoppolo and you're already ready to go to Trey Lance, we're not going to the Super Bowl. Like that.
Right.
It's over. If
you think that Trey Lance wins that game at this stage in his career, it would take an amazingly phenomenal quarterback talent. And I'm not saying that Trey can't be that guy, but I'm telling you right now, he's not that guy. Yeah. He does not win that game.
I do agree that the next 3 weeks will say a lot about this team and Shanahan. That I agree with 100%. And it starts with the Packers.
Yep. I with this email, like with Chris and a lot of other people, I think a lot of people are excited to see Lance, and I'm sure that there's like something that he saw and something other people see that they try to make this point or make this point with being like, oh, I just feel this way about Jimmy and feel this way about Lance. I think people just kind of see it one way because of how badly they do want Lance in, and they don't want to be able to like just wait. Just wait.
Well, I think, they spent the draft capital, Curran, so they want the return on it right now. You know what I mean?
It's insane to me.
Yep. Yeah.
It's completely insane to me.
It is crazy.
We said it last week, like when we were saying, like if any of this stuff happened, they would have been calling for it. And I was like, I can't imagine that. And people are... We won, and
2-0, and they're calling for it.
It's crazy. Insane.
It's crazy.
It's fucking insane. First of all, not every guy that can run and throw the ball is Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Stop assuming that he's Patrick Mahomes.
Or Russell Wilson. Yeah.
Stop fucking assuming that. He could be nothing. Yep. He could be complete dog shit.
Right.
Does anybody remember RG3? Does anybody remember Jameis Winston? Marcus Mariota?
Colin
all these
Kaepernick
fucking
even.
people. It's
I mean, how that played out.
It means nothing. Like, let the guy fucking develop. We're winning fucking football games. Yeah. We're winning football games.
I don't think... perfect world, we don't see him for 2 years.
It's insane. It's completely insane.
2 full seasons.
This season has to be over.
Jimmy.
Before that guy starts under center, the season has to be over for me.
Yeah.
Then I agree. Get him some practice. Get him some reps.
Yeah, the season, a playoff spot has to be clinched, or like the number one, or whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, the final email this week, and you will likely not hear from us again. Well, I'm sorry, Kern. What?
No. I said thank you, Chris.
Oh, the final email.
Yeah, we can. It's okay when someone has a different opinion than us. It actually gives us something to talk about.
Yeah.
When they say the same stuff as us, we just go, all right.
Yeah.
Next email.
Sounds like
at least it gives us some talking points and gives us a reason to either be right or wrong.
Yeah. No, we love everyone here.
Yeah.
I mean,
and C. Gitty's a regular too.
Yeah,
we back C. Gitty.
I mean, you hear how I talk to Steve. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you wanted me to kick a kid earlier, and you're trying to ride my kid's coattails to start him with your podcast. So,
I'm just that type of scummy piece of shit. All right. The final email this week, and we're going to probably try not to say anything after this because I fucking got to get up at 5 a.m., is from Matt motherfucking Matterson. He says...
This is a long one.
How long is the audio?
No, I meant we're going long.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 2 minutes.
He says, happy 300th episode, GBP. I thought to surprise everyone with a possible new intro for the show, but it's up to the crew. Hope you guys check it out. I'm quite happy with the arrangement.
Don't worry, we're checking it out.
Maybe you title this show, Packer Preview 300th Celebration. That's what you should do.
Okay. Did we celebrate?
That's what this was. That's why it went so long.
Okay.
I will be back here. And I will be back with vengeance.